So this is the world famous Nazira, I think it's called Nazira, where sometimes you see waves as tall as that kind of structure there, which is the lighthouse at the top of it. You'll see people actually stood on there now, and when people are surfing sometimes the waves are so big that they actually kind of like match that height. And what happens is the guy in the jet ski there, he'll tow out a couple of guys. He's then responsible for getting them into the place to go and catch the big waves, and then kind of tows them back in. So today this is actually probably what they class as a very calm day. That looks really rough out there though. Swirls, the waves are coming in all directions, crashing into each other. I would not want to be surfing in that. So Dave, if you want to go bodyboarding in that, mate, I'll come film you, but I'll film you from here. Arriving in Nazir coincided with Valentine's Day, so yes, you guessed it, we had a Valentine's celebration that evening. It was Mandy and I, Greg and Lou, and also Dom came out with us as well. We had a cheeky Chinese, and then we found a couple of places to stop at the way back. One of them was this cool little beach bar where they served 1 litre beers. How else would you celebrate Valentine's? Good morning. This is where we find ourselves today. Another little beach spot. This one's Greg Luna Bar favourite one. If you search Luna Bar Portugal, you'll find out where we are. So this is the site. It's on a bit of a water park. Some chalets. And then all the camper vans lined up. And that's about all we recorded for about 2 or 3 days. Until the last day where the sunshine, we went out for a local beach, and then it was time to leave everyone.
Right, we're off.
Bye!
Bye everyone! Safe travels! See you at Quirky!
See you later!
Bye!
Take care.
Bye! Woohoo! Go in!
Gonna miss you all!
Yep!
Don't cry! So we left everybody today, didn't we?
We did, which has been good because I think that we've done more.
We've done things we wouldn't have otherwise done.
Have normally done, which has been great to get out of our comfort zone, and having such good company was really good. Yeah,
but we've both put on so much weight because we've just been going to the bar every night.
With there not being a van that's big enough to get all 7 of us in.
Yeah, that was probably
it was always nice to go out and do something that did that. I mean, I know Missy was busy in the evenings and would stay in with Rosie.
There we go. But yes, we have had a fantastic time over the last couple of months.
It's been wonderful.
And yeah, we just need to just get back on our little 2 feet now.
Yeah.
4, 8 if you include Cooper.
Yeah.
And we are kind of going to explore a little bit of northern Spain, and then we're going to do something as well, because it's actually on the days close to our return date. It's our wedding anniversary, and it's our 25th wedding anniversary.
Yes, it's our 25th wedding anniversary this year.
So so
we're going to do the quality thing, and we'll probably be just about in England when it's our anniversary. We're just going to find a chef and brew and go for a mixed grill.
Park in the car park at night.
They don't mind you parking, do they? So, yeah.
But on a bit of a tradition, we have probably for the last 10 years, maybe 6 of those 10 years, we've gone to Amsterdam, haven't we?
Yeah.
For kind of like early March, bit of a tradition of just have a nice time for our wedding anniversary. We don't particularly like any of the part of it,
we don't
or the red bits.
Red lights,
yeah, we go there because we like the architecture. It's a wonderful city to walk around, loads of stuff to do.
You can get Argentinian steaks and massive jugs of Heineken.
Steiner's Heineken.
It literally is just steak and beer.
And that's where we go. Oh, and the pancake cruise.
And the pancake cruise, all you can eat pancake cruise, €15.
Yeah, you got to do it. What are we having for tea tonight, baby?
Well, for tea tonight is my little kind of replica of eggy chips.
Oh yeah, that's our little Barcelona kind of find, isn't it?
First time I went to Barcelona, we were in a Tala de Tapa in a tiny little square, and you were a bit unsure about Spanish food.
Yep.
And there was one that said eggy chips, which was literally cubed potatoes, chorizo, sausage, and eggs. Yeah. And that was it.
Epic.
So I'd have a little bit of a turn on it because I like to have this little cured ham as well.
Okay.
So I'll put that in there. Got a lovely Portuguese chorizo sausage, which is lovely and thick and juicy. Wonderful. And then I will just cube some potatoes and with the eggs. But there is a method to getting it all in one pan.
In one pan.
One pan. So I chopped up all the spuds. I popped them in the pan. Bit of salt and pepper for now. And I will leave them on a medium to low heat with a lid on to cook through and crisp up a little bit. Should take about 20 minutes. Try and keep all of the things roughly the same size. I mean, I know these are a lot smaller, but you can get nice little bite-sized bits of chorizo. Alright, I'm getting some colour on them. So what I'll do is I'll wait until the potatoes are just starting to get nice and soft and still need a bit of colour, and then I'll chuck the chorizo in, and then that will colour the potatoes a little bit, put a bit of the flavours in and give them a chance to get nice and crispy.
It's that time to add the tastiest bit.
Try this down. They started to colour the potatoes and we're getting some crispiness on these. Look at that. Whoa.
Oh, yes.
On the chorizo that's in there. So now the next thing to go in will be this cured ham, so we can just get a little bit of colour on that as well, but it's so tiny.
Are they lardons or not even that because they're too small?
I think it literally is like shavings of ham, but it just kind of sticks to everything and it's nice.
Oh yeah, those of you in last week's video might have noticed that said GoGoGadgets 9 because we forgot about week 10. Yeah. But we're on the ball again this week.
Yeah, too busy enjoying ourselves. That's the thing. Yeah, so just mix that in.
No.
And leave that to cook a little bit longer. So that's cooking very nicely. I have secret ingredient. So I think potatoes can get a little bit bland because they're just potatoey. I mean, I know the chorizo will be imparting lots of flavours and what have you in there, but I just like a nice sprinkle of seasonal. Very paprika-y anyway, because and there's paprika in there. I just think it really makes all the flavours pop and bang. You don't need a lot of it. It literally is just a bit of a sprinkle like that, and I give it a stir in. Right, so I reckon that's good for the next step. So just to show, straight through. Nice.
Chorizo is looking nice and golden as well, isn't it?
You can see how it's coloured the potatoes as well. So that's good. So now, because of this is a one pan meal, normally you'd get a fried egg over the top of the potatoes.
Yep.
I've done that before.
Yep.
Where we've done it, and the potatoes have had a chance to cool down while I do that. But why do that?
Why do that? You've figured out a better way.
So you basically push all of your food to one side of the pan.
You're basically making half a frying pan spare for
legs.
Eggs.
And literally, actually I don't think I need that on because the pan's hot enough. So it's just one. And I'll put the lid on and give them a bit of a steam. We're going to steam them for a bit, so we've left the gas off.
Yep.
Put the lid on.
So it's retaining its heat and it's cooking it by the internal heat.
Internal heat. So and then I'm going to go wash my hands.
Yeah.
And then once I come back, the whites will be mostly solidified, and then what you do is you stir it all together when it's not quite cooked and it coats everything in eggy yolky loveliness, and then you eat it.
Yep. Job done. Serving time.
Serving time.
Nom, that is so tasty looking. Nom nom nom.
Can I eat now?
Yeah, go on then. So this is our little park up that we found ourselves in last night. Just on the other side of the border into Spain. There's a nice little weir down there. Lovely river. Very peaceful and quiet last night. There's me. Hello.
Yeah, going in there. You can see the bubbles coming up through the floor.
And what's really weird is look at this river right next to it. It's a raging torrent. And yet you've got these thermal hot springs. Or thermal baths. I guess they're not hot springs, are they? Are you ready?
No.
Is it warm?
Oh, yes. It's not as warm as you think.
Really?
Yeah, I'm wondering if the small ones are warm. It's just about the same temperature as me.
Are you floating or sitting on there?
I'm sitting, although saying that, barely. It's just got like a tiny little bit in the back. Everything else is proper. Well, this is different.
It's yeah, weird. It's like you say, it's like putting yourself in a bath that's the same temperature as you,
Yeah.
but it smells.
And you can see all the steam. And looking on the signs, it looks like they've got these floodgates that they open up and they freshen the water, and it just comes from the river. And then
Because it's not hot water, it's underneath that's heating the water, isn't it?
yeah, so it's water from the river that's being heated by these thermals underneath, which is pretty cool. But definitely been in worse places. And of course, Mr. Coopy. Hey baby, you wait there.
Good boy.
You're going to wait there. Oh, he's so
You
lovely.
feel refreshed now?
I kind of, yeah.
That really stank, didn't it?
Oh.
I didn't realise that, you know, we needed a bath that much.
Yeah.
It's van life problems for you.
Yeah.
Now, it was the sulphur, so that's what makes the bath water hot, or the river water, they let river water in, heats you up from underneath.
Oh, it's so eggy.
Yeah,
It is so eggy.
really vile, kind of eggy fart smell.
Yeah. So we showered yesterday before we left.
Yeah.
And we're going to probably need to find a shower sooner than later. There were some showers there, but they were all bloody switched off.
Yeah, no
For
water on them or
winter.
anything.
So there was like an old hand crank pump thing
yeah,
that gave out boiling hot water, but not the kind of thing you can
No.
shower under.
I just, I
But it
don't
was
know.
lovely though.
Yeah, I mean, it is just water, isn't it? I don't think it's contaminated that much that it's bad for you, otherwise it wouldn't be there.
Yeah, I mean
So-
they refresh them a lot. It said on the sign, didn't they,
Yeah.
how they do that? So that's good. And yeah, it was good. Good experience. My first time.
Different, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And a raging torrent of a river right next to you didn't seem that calming. Because
No.
it just looked like the river was higher.
Yeah, because the bats were like sunk down, and you could just see on eye level. You could just see this raging torrent there, and you're like, "Ooh!" But no,
We learned a little trick as well, which was the couple next door were going between the ridges of the stones on the floor and picking out all the rubbish between it.
yeah, there was like just bits of leaves
the-
and twigs and stuff.
Yeah, and then that'll make the water hotter. So theirs looked like it was baking.
Yeah, they had loads of steam coming off theirs,
Yeah.
which was fine, and the woman was topless, so we weren't
Yeah.
going to go and join them.
No, I didn't want to film any of that because she had no clothes on.
And I wasn't about to start digging through all the detritus
No.
at the bottom of the thing, so we knew if you do ever go in there
Yep.
and there's things blocking up, take them out, because where there's not any, there was big fat
Yeah.
bubbles coming up, and they were well hot. It was
Yeah.
lovely.
So I put a location pointer on there now.
Yep.
Just to let people know, I get a lot of questions about what are these things that you're putting on the screen. What are they? Is a code or something? And it's a service called What 3 Words. I have said this before, but I'll say it again for some of you new subscribers. So if you check out what3words.com, you'll find out all about it. And it's a location that kind of like can pinpoint you down to a meter squared anywhere on the planet, and the 3 words give that location. And somebody pointed out, they sent an email actually the other day to say that they found a car submerged in all the floodwaters a few days ago, and they rang the emergency services and said, do you understand what 3 word locations? And apparently all UK emergency services do. So he gave them the what 3 words, and they were there kind of like within minutes. They knew exactly where it was then. Because I mean, if you get to the middle of a flooded area, you've got no way of knowing what it's next to really, or anything like that.
No.
So just to go onto the app on your phone, what 3 words app, it'll give you the instant what 3 words location, and that's all he did. So yeah, just to bear in mind, if you are in any emergency situation, what 3 words is probably the fastest and quickest way to get people to exactly your location.
So small, watch the clock ticking off the wall, but tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me. Look at the beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car.
So we found a really epic spot for a park up tonight. I think we're 1,300 metres up or thereabouts. And where is it? We're at
We're slap bang in the middle, I think, of the Camino de Santiago,
Okay.
which is a famous, like a pilgrimage walking trail
All right, okay.
that goes from Jean-Pied-de-Port in France, which
Okay.
is right by the Spanish border, isn't it?
Yep.
To Santiago de Compostela,
Ooh.
which is northern Spain over there.
Yeah.
And it can take you 35 days to walk
That's an
it.
epic commitment.
Yeah. So the El Camino thing, it's a film called The Way,
All right.
and it's got Martin Sheen in it.
Okay.
And it's about a fella who goes to France to recover, unfortunately, the body of his son, who had tried to do the Camino de Santiago and died along the way. So he goes to see his son and then decides to carry on and finish a journey on his son's behalf.
Ah,
So it'd be
what's the
interesting to
film
watch
called
that.
again? The Way.
The Way, yeah.
Cool. I've had the drone out, we've had cameras out taking pictures and stuff, but it just doesn't, like, I don't know, it doesn't do it any justice, does it?
No, but that little village there, you can just see the church and what's over there. That is the biggest surprise I have found, because there's like restaurants in it and hotels and tat shops and things selling walking sticks and you know those little things where you have to put a coin in, the ones that Rosie loves, where you put a coin in and then a euro, and then you have to flatten it and get it into a certain shape.
Yeah.
These different ones, there's one dressed like a knight, it's like a big knight, and you have to turn this thing in his belly.
No way.
So it's real surprise though, you
There's
drive
about
past that,
4
you
houses
know.
you drove past, wasn't there?
Yeah, but no, it's lovely. There's information centre and all sorts in there, and the only restaurant's not dog friendly, which is such a shame because they'd be having our money right now.
Yeah, I suppose the only downside to this, weather forecast says it could be -2 tonight. Good morning, and what an epic park up this has been. I mean, like, wowzers. We are 1,300 metres up, which is about 4,300 feet, thereabouts. I came out last night to do some night photography, so I'll show a few examples of that as I'm speaking now. And that was just amazing. Just can't believe how many stars you can see when you're so high up and there's so little light pollution. The last time I had a go at it was when we were at the Hollywood, Texas Hollywood theme in the Sierra Nevada mountains, and it was my first time doing it, and obviously I wasn't that good, so I've had a bit of practice since then where we've been. through the mountains as well. I really wanted to see all the mountains, and I'm so glad we did it.
Oh, I'm so glad we did that. That was amazing.
Like, I don't know how to explain. I mean, you've seen the views, obviously by now you know why. The mountains were spectacular.
Yeah, we could have stayed there for a little bit. That was lovely. That.
Apart from it being -2.
Yeah, -2 is a little bit of a moment. Yeah.
And now we're up on the North Spanish coast, where the Atlantic kind of comes in, near a little town called, I can't remember. I'll put the 3 words down there now.
We are so good. Although saying that, stayed as many places as we've stayed at so far. I think we're all right. Let us
we lose track a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's difficult. North Spain is obviously a lot more green, lush. It's got the mountains. It seems cleaner. More space between everything, all that kind of stuff.
The roads are better.
Roads are far better, certainly better than Portugal.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's weird because where we come to now, I liken to Dorset, Doodledore.
Yeah, it does actually seem like Doodledore because there's another boardwalk walkway thing, and then all of they call them cathedrals.
Cathedrals,
don't they? Yeah, all of them going.
Which essentially, you know, it's the rocks that have been washed away and they've left little hollows in them.
Yeah, like
you can see a little couple. Sorry about the wind. We are obviously, as we just said, on the coast.
On a cliff top. Yeah.
So yeah, it's a bit windy, and we are being blown around a little bit. So thanks to Quirky for this one. So that is Camp Quirky and Quirky Campers. Quirky Campers are the place you can rent camper vans, if you didn't know that. Link down below. And Camp Quirky is the kind of what they call as a self-build, or everyone who loves camper vans. It's a festival to celebrate your love of camper vans, van life. And we bought our tickets when they first came out months ago, and a dog ticket for Coop, and Quirky have asked us to be part of their talk team. So we give an hour's talk on Saturday and Sunday with a few other people, and we're all just talking about van life. It's a bit like one of my Van Tech Tuesday videos live. So you could ask us about anything. You could ask Mandy about cooking in a van, you could ask me about wiring a van. Greg and Lou are going to be there, and a few other people as well. So because we've said we'll do that, what they've basically said is that we can give our tickets away. So it could well be the last pair of tickets and a dog ticket anywhere. So how do we do this? We've kind of came up with a different way, because it was like, how do you give tickets away and be fair about it?
How do you choose who would have these tickets? Yeah.
So what we're doing is
putting £1 million in our bank account.
No, we're not doing that. The way we're going to give away the Quirky tickets, we've gone over this quite a few times, and in all honesty, there's no easy way around it. I don't think.
No, there isn't.
We wanted to make a fair way around it.
Yeah.
So, if you want these Quirky tickets, what you're going to do in the comment section down below is tell us why you deserve these Quirky tickets. It could be something like you've been trying to get these Quirky tickets for the last 4 years, and every time you've lost out because you work you know, certain shifts where you can't ever get on the internet, all that kind of thing. But we'd like an honest and fairly concise, maybe 100 words?
Not even that.
Not even that.
As little as you can.
As little as you,
I'm going to have a lot to read.
Yeah, as little as you can, but don't just say, give me the tickets, I deserve them. But something about you and why you think you deserve it.
What we're going to do is we're going to read through all of the things, and we're going to pick our top 5.
Yeah.
If anybody else reads anything else, feel free to like it, because we'll take the likes of those nominations into consideration as well. And then we'll pick 5 of those, and then in next week's video we will put the 5 names as comments and pin them to the top of the thing on YouTube.
Yep.
And then people vote. So you just go and you vote for whichever one you want.
So in our community tab, basically if you've not got there already, it's in the app and it's on the web browser on your computer. If you go to our channel and it says videos, about, playlists and everything, there's a tab that says community, and on there we can do a poll. So that's what we'll do to give away the tickets, not in this one but in next week's vlog. We will basically put a community tab poll on there, and you vote for the person's name that you want to win those tickets. There are 2 main kind of like things that you need to really concentrate on here. The first one is that your YouTube account that you're going to use to make sure that you comment that, you know, put your comment in and everything else, you need to make sure that the email associated with that comes through to you, because if we reply and say you've been nominated, or you've won the tickets, we need to make sure within 24 hours we can get hold of you. So hope that makes sense.
Yep, and the other thing is that you can go, that you can actually make that weekend.
So make sure that you are able to get to Camp Quirky, that there is you and another person that you're bringing along in the same van, and you've got a dog, because obviously we need to make sure that you're going to make the most out of these tickets we're giving away.
Yeah.
So that's pretty paramount, really.
Yeah.
I can't think of any other way of doing it, and I certainly don't want to sell them. We're not making any money out of it, and Quirky have made sure that we're not going to make any money out of it. So it is a total giveaway, and we wanted to make sure it was as fair as can be, so hopefully that just about covers it. We've spoken to quite a few people about how to do it, and that seemed to be alright with everyone, so hopefully that's not too complicated. Right, well, I'd better get on with editing this video now.
You really do. Off you pop.
Oh, van life, when you lose track of days and time. From a very blustery
Northern Spain.
We'll catch you on next week's vlog. Take care now.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.